Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to try something called a daily edit. So daily means every day, and edit is when we fix mistakes. When we see something that's wrong, we have to edit it. We have to find a way to correct it. So in this video, I'm going to show you some mistakes, and you're going to have your eraser and you're going to edit. You're going to try and find the mistakes and fix them. So let's see what you can do. It's just a little bit of practice. It's really short. So here is what you need. First, you need a piece of paper. So look around. Maybe you have one in your notebook. Those of you who've already picked up materials from school, you have a notebook in one of your envelopes. You can just do this on any piece of paper is fine. Okay. The next thing you need, of course, is a pencil. Okay. So see if you can find a pencil. I don't want anybody to write things in pen. Okay. If you need time, pause the video so that you can go and find them. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so if we look at number one, it says Mom went to get bananas. Now, what I want you to do is pause the video and write this down exactly the way you see it. You can put a number one on the page and write the sentence exactly as it is on the board, but use nice letters so it's easy to read. Okay, and after you finish writing it, I want you to try and find the mistake. And you can pause while you do this. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Hmm, I wonder what the mistake is. I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. Even this student's a little confused. Well, look at the sentence. There's the problem. So what do we need to do? Okay, so we need to rewrite it and we need to fix that M. Why? Because the first word in a sentence must be capitalized. It must be uppercase. Okay? So now, underneath that bad sentence, write the good one. Okay? That's how we're going to do this. Let's do a few more. And again, you can pause it and take as much time as you need to write it. Okay? Okay, let's move on to number two. Okay, so let's look at this bad sentence here. Dan and Tom drink milk. Dan and Tom drink milk. I wonder what's wrong with this. I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. I wonder what the problem is. Well, pause this, write the sentence down, and when you're finished, unpause it. Oh, there's a problem here. But wait a minute. There's a problem here too. Why? Well, Dan needs to be capitalized because it is right, because it's the first word in a sentence, but also because it's a name, and names have to have capital letters. The same thing with Tom. Tom is a name, so we have to write it with a capital T. So now I want you to write it like this. Now you can write the edited sentence, the corrected sentence. Okay? And we said what we fixed. The first word has to be uppercase, okay? And it's also a name. And the same thing goes for this one here, okay? Make sure you've written all of this down and you've got it in really clean letters, okay? I need to be able to read what you write. So go slowly if you need to. Okay, you can pause it. And when you're ready, we'll move on. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Okay, so it says here, Tim and Pat want pizza. Okay, well, I wonder what the problem is here. I wonder what it is. I wonder what the problem is. Well, what I want you to do is pause it and write this bad sentence down. And once you have it written down, you can unpause it and continue. Okay. Have you figured out what's wrong with this one? Well, if you said this, you're right. And I wonder, did you realize that this one was wrong? And you know what? There's still one more problem. Something's wrong here, too. Oh, the rule about the first word of a sentence, okay? So that we need a capital T, and Pat is a name, and that's got to be capitalized too. And at the end of a sentence, we need some punctuation. So we're going to put a period there. Okay, so what I want you to do, again, is pause it and write this down. Okay. All right, and let's move on. Okay, this will be the last one. It says here, do you want pizza? I wonder what the problem is here. I wonder what the problem is. I wonder what it is. Well, write down this bad sentence and make sure you make it nice and clean. Pause it to give yourself some time and think about what mistake or mistakes there might be here. Okay, are you ready? You're right if you said that. Do is the first word of this sentence, so it has to have a capital letter. There's another problem. Okay, good. So what are we going to put at the end? A question mark, because this is a question. Okay, so we capitalize our first letter. And remember, we have to put some kind of mark, some kind of punctuation at the end of the sentence. So, because this is a question, we're going to use a question mark. Now, the most important question of all. Do you want pizza? I know the answer to that question. Of course I want pizza. Everybody wants pizza. It's the happiest thing in the world. All right, boys and girls, take this paper that you worked on. If it's in your notebook, you can leave it in there. Or if you have a folder that you can keep it in, that's fine. Those of you who are coming to class on Thursday and Friday, bring it with you. Those of you who are virtual students, take a picture of it, okay? Or just hold on to it because I'm going to collect these things much later when we return some papers, okay? All right, guys, good job. I hope you enjoyed this little video and our daily edit. The end.